Hi, my name is Donna Agniel. I'm a parishioner at St. Francis Xavier College Church. I'm asking you to vote yes on Proposition 2 during the August 4th election. Proposition 2 will expand Medicaid in Missouri and allow health care access to more Missouri citizens. I'm a registered nurse. For over 37 years, I've helped bring health care to individuals and families with limited resources by serving in community health clinic settings or home care services. It's my experience that given information and access, most everyone will use the healthcare system to not only treat illness, but more importantly, to stay healthy. In 2020, access to healthcare translates into access to health insurance. Let's look at an example. If a person who doesn't have health insurance develops abdominal pain, most likely they will not go to a doctor immediately. If the abdominal pain worsens, probably with nausea and vomiting, and becomes intolerable, then the person will seek care, usually going to an emergency room. If the patient's waited too long and their appendix is not only inflamed but ruptured, then they require more sophisticated care, surgery, IV antibiotics, more days in the hospital, more expense. When the patient goes home, they'll of course be billed by the hospital for the services already delivered. They'll receive operating room bill, surgeon, anesthetist, emergency room bill, IV antibiotics, hospital room, etc. The costs mount up and are expensive. Now, in good faith, the person may try to make payments, but this person could not afford health insurance in the first place, so it is not likely that they'll be able to pay an expensive hospital bill in full. The hospital will sustain losses on this account. When the hospital goes forward in the next year negotiating insurance contracts, these losses cumulatively are taken into consideration in their negotiation with insurance companies. So ultimately, all of us share the costs of the care for an uninsured person in the health insurance premiums we pay over the coming years. Let's look at this issue from another perspective. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2005. Having good health insurance through my employer, I spent the better part of the next year undergoing surgery and treatments related to my breast cancer. I was in the hospital 6 different times during that year. At the end of the year, I went back to work as a nurse and worked productively for another 12 years until retiring at normal retirement age. I also saw during my 15 years of breast cancer survival my children marry and the birth of 9 grandchildren. Obviously, this is an invaluable gift to me. One of my patients had an entirely different experience with breast cancer. This woman was a grandmother, uninsured, living on limited income, and serving as a primary caregiver for her grandchildren. She presented in my community health clinic where I was employed with a large, foul-smelling, ulcerating tumor on her breast. Because she presented so late in her disease and accessed treatment for her breast cancer so late, her outcome was not good. She was denied more time to be a productive person and, more sadly, to be the primary caregiver for her grandchildren. When Missouri citizens are healthy, they contribute to the economy as consumers and as employees. When Missouri citizens are healthy, we as Missourians all benefit. For me, caring for my brothers and sisters during all phases of their life is a pro-life issue. It has been a Christian mandate. Providing access to health care supports human life from conception through end of life and end of life care. Do the right thing. On August 4th, vote yes on Proposition 2. Let's provide health care access to more Missourians and make Missouri a place where all can thrive and be healthy. Thank you.